What is going on YouTube? Today I am rocking out with this Muk team. Muk is probably the only new Pokemon on this team, sadly, this week. But we got some really cool Pokemons to pair with Muk. That being the Kabuskin, the Ambipom, Donphan, Azumarill. This is the Belly Drum Azumarill. And Blissey rocking out with the Ice Beam, Thunder, and Flamethrower. This is a very offensive Blissey, very cool set. If you check out this Muk, it's holding the Choice Band. And I'm hoping to get Muk going in today's episode. After building though this Muk, I've made a crucial mistake already. And I'll go ahead and let you guys know that this Muk does not have Earthquake. Unfortunately. That would have been great against this guy's team, and that's how I noticed. Oh man, I don't have Earthquake on this Muk. And you know what? That's fine. We'll still play with it. This is Choice Banded. Rocking out with Gunk Shot. We got Poison Jab on there too. I have Explosion on this thing. We also got Brick Break. This thing is here. This is the first time I've used Muk in a long time though, so I didn't know what moves to put on it, but I do think I want Earthquake on it in future videos, so we'll definitely try that out. Anyway, opponent leads off with Hariyama as we lead off with Donphan. Donphan's a very defensive Pokemon. Let's go ahead and set up some Stealth Rocks as Hariyama goes for the knockoff. Hey, either way, that's fine. Sure, we lose our leftovers, but you know what? That's not the end of the world. This does kind of get me to the question of the day. I usually ask it at the very beginning, but the time kind of got by me a little bit, you know? The question of the day is, what kind of battles do you want to see in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet? I'm watching Pokemon Journeys. Ash just battled, I think it was Bede. And, you know, he brought, I'm trying to word this correctly. He brought a Mega. He wanted to bring a Mega Evolution. He brought Lucario. His Mega Lucario. Well, Bede used Dynamax. And the interesting thing was the rules were you're able to go for one of these combinations. You're not allowed to bring a Dynamax and a Mega Evolution Pokemon. You can only use it one time, and they had Z moves as well included. I used Pikachu's 1000 Bolt Thunderbolt already too, and it was pretty cool. I mean, just seeing it, I've already watched everything that Netflix has offered with Pokemon Journeys. I'm very well addicted to Pokemon Journeys right now, and it's actually kind of fun to watch. If any of y'all have not watched it yet, it's very fun. It's a fun watch. And it's something that my little boy, he can sit there and watch too. So I highly recommend y'all checking it out. Anyway, back to the battle. We knocked out Hariyama. He kept going for Earthquakes. What am I supposed to do? Click Earthquake or he kept going for Close Combat. I just kept going for Earthquake. We have Stealth Rocks up on the field. I mean, Donphan's practically done its job. We could go. I'm afraid that he's going to predict and maybe go for an Earthquake, because he can easily get rid of our Donphan with just about anything. We're just going to go Ice Shard right here. He actually is going for his own Ice Shard. That's fine. Donphan has done his job. He got rid of a Hariyama. Hariyama is a very threatening Pokemon. I'm glad we got that thing off the field. And we learned that this Mamoswine is Life Orb. Now right here we can easily threaten this Mamoswine out. We have the Azumarill. Priority Aqua Jet will definitely pick up a KO here. I'm honestly expecting a switch. Let's just go for the Belly Drum, see what our opponent wants to do. He may actually stay in, and he might be clicking that Earthquake. He does click the Earthquake. Okay, that's not quite good, because I don't even know. After our Citrus Berry, are we above half? I mean, right? I mean, are we? Barely. So we'll get our Belly Drum off. But man, we're looking really low. 2 HP? 2 HP. I hope it's worth it. I hope it's worth it. Azumarill, you got outspeed here. You do not know. Yeah. Yep. Mamoswine. I was honestly predicting a switch. Right? There's no reason for you to really stay in there unless you were just predicting the unless you was just predicting me to go for Belly Drum. And in that case, good job. Alright, for this Kabuskin. I know one of the latest comments about my Kabuskin was, why don't you put counter on this thing? And I really should. I did not get around to it last time. That's okay. Because in this situation, Reversal's still going to be picking up the KO right here in this situation. And the biggest thing is, we're wanting to go for the Reversal to pick up the KOs, and we're eventually going to get our speed boost is going to be enough to where we're going to be able to be outspeeding everything. Kind of have to be careful with Kabuskin though. Obviously, we're playing a Pokemon that's literally sitting at 1 HP now. If they set up Stealth Rocks, we lost our Donphan, so then Kabuskin's useless. Alright, if they... Torkoal, okay. So Torkoal probably... I mean, you gotta be careful for priority attacks too, by the way. That's the one I was trying to say. Right here, I don't know if Torkoal can actually survive a reversal or not. It's stabbed. It's at maximum power. Let's go for it. Torkoal is known to be a very defensive wall though, but this gotta hurt. Oh, Torkoal took it a lot better, and he got the rapid spin off. That's the last thing we wanted him to do. Unfortunately for us, Kabuskin went down really early as well. And now we don't have no Stealth Rocks. It's alright though, we still have Ambipom. This is the Fake Out Last Resort Ambipom for the ones that do not know. This is holding the Metronome. And I just feel like this is probably the best Ambipom set that you can run currently with the current stuff. Because everything else, yes, I mean, U-Turn's not bad. But man, you got a lot of power off this Last Resort. The only drawback is sometimes you run out of Last Resorts. That's why you have to PP Max Last Resort. And I mean, you still only allowed 8, but it's very powerful. It reminds me of Dynamax moves, really. I mean, this is, what, 120, maybe 130 base power attack? You do lack coverage. 140 base power attack. You do lack the coverage, but you try and let the rest of your team do the coverage for you. Alright, obviously, we're not going to stay in on this Heatran. I want to go into Blissey just because he could be trying to predict something, whatever. I don't necessarily want Muk necessarily trapped into a Magna Storm either. Because, one, Blissey has the ability to recover and all that. Muk does not. Muk is kind of like our sweeper at this point. So, I mean, that Magna Storm did quite a bit of damage, not gonna lie, but we're gonna try and throw a Thunder. He goes for Taunt. Okay, so that takes the recovery from the Blissey, but that should be fine. Blissey unfortunately misses. It misses its Thunder, which, hey, I mean, if he's hitting Magna Storms, come on, I should be allowed to hit my Thunders. Just saying. Now he's gonna go for Flash Cannon, 100% accurate move. Makes sense to go for it. And I missed a second Thunder. Come on, game, come on. You can't be doing me dirty like this. You cannot be doing me dirty like this. If he's hitting the Magna Storm, you cannot just let me not hit my Thunders. I'm gonna go for another Thunder because I'm taunted and I can't recover anyway. This will be the turn. I should have went for the recover, and he critical hit my Blissey. Blissey missed 2 Thunders. Yet this man can hit them all. He hits everything. Alright, I got Choice Band and Muk. I'm afraid of an Earth Power, but I mean, this is the best option. Muk is known to be a special defensive wall with 100 base special defense. Now we are max HP. We do take that. Choice Banded Brick Break. Like I said, I wish I had Earthquake, but Brick Break looked good on Pokemon Showdown. It did. And I forgot all about Earthquake when I was team building. Okay. Another Earth Power would definitely take out our Muk. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to let Muk go down here. And we're going to have to kind of say a little prayer for Ambipom. You know, like, we're going to have to say this ourselves a little prayer for our Ambipom because, one, I don't see a last resort picking up a KO on this thing. So we're going to go fake out last resort. I don't see that being enough to pick up a KO on a Heatran that's sitting about half. So that means we'll probably have to go for a second last resort if we can somehow survive whatever this Heatran wants to go. Maybe he misses a Magnastorm. Ambipom maybe survives a Flash Cannon. Ambipom is sitting at full HP. Ambipom can sometimes take an attack. Let's go see what we can do here. Yeah, let's see Ambipom. Flash Cannon, it's stabbed. Ambipom takes some 42 HP. Ambipom is a speed demon, by the way. So I'm not too worried about Ambipom just outspeeding everything. And with the Metronome, our last resorts are gonna slowly get more and more powerful. We knock out the Heatran. He only has 2 more Pokemon left. As long as he does not have priority, we're in a good spot. I do believe we took care of the Mamoswine very early. Swellow could have a potential quick attack. I mean, we're still going to have to go for this and hope. It does have the Brave Bird. He outspeeds us. That's probably confirmed that he's Choice Scarfed, and that's game. Hey man, what can you do in this situation? You can't do anything. Good game to our opponent, Julian. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's battle. I hope you guys enjoy. Before we get to game number 2, I hope you guys will accept a word from our sponsor for today's video. Today's sponsor is the YouTube subscriber button. I know, a bit cheesy, but come on, give me a break. Most of you guys that are watching this video know that, hey, I'm not subscribed to this channel. I might be checking this channel out for the very first time. And let me tell you a little something about some of the future plans that this channel will be doing. We're planning on, once Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet come out, as soon as we get 1,000 subscribers. That's our goal. Once we get that 1,000 subscriber mark, we're going to be making competitive videos on guides, how to EV train, how to team build. You guys definitely don't want to be missing out on all this stuff. This is going to be golden stuff. We're going to be using you guys' favorite Pokemons. You guys can't miss this. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Subscribe right now and we will get the benefits together. I want us all to become Pokemon Masters. So by subscribing to this channel, you will become a Pokemon Master. P.S. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I will have a how-to videos on how to get 1,000 subscribers. Just kind of throwing that out there. In case if anyone was curious on how to get 1,000 subscribers, I will make videos to show you guys how. Specifically for Pokemon channels, by the way. Alright, our second opponent of today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy today's sponsor. We're looking at an Anti-Magnezone, Garchomp Latios, Crobat, and Clefable. Very cool team. It looks like it's very hyper offensive. Our team is very defensive in a way, you know. We got the Blissey Donphan kind of combination. We also have some offensive Pokemon, Azumarill, Kabuskin, Ambipom, Muk. So I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. Like, who should we lead? Like, I really think a simple Ambipom lead can kind of get things going the best way possible, I feel. Or maybe even a Kabuskin. Like, we got some really strong lead options. I'm gonna go Kabuskin. I kind of want to see that lead Kabuskin. Kabuskin is kind of one of those fun Pokemon to use. Like, you don't expect it to be as good as it should be, but yet with that reversal attack, it's just so powerful. Yes, granted, we didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for against a physically defensive Torkoal, but you know what? That's okay. In this situation, let's see if Ante is willing to attack us. He does go for the Bulldoze. I was expecting him to do something kind of like that. It will drop our speed to -1, but with our speed boost and we have protect, I'm not really too worried at all to be at -1 because I can always get to +1 relatively quickly. Yeah, just go for protect here, and we're back at neutral speed at the moment, and we can easily get to +1 speed, which will then outspeed this anti, and then we should be looking pretty good. Garchomp coming out. Now Garchomp having the rough skin ability. Is it worth losing our Combuskin early? He does happen to have a Magnezone and everything else in the back that we could save our Combuskin for. I think right now this is a prime opportunity to maybe even go into Donphan. Donphan can definitely take an attack. Combuskin has done good work so far, but I think we can keep Combuskin around. We got that anti. He took over half already, so you know what? He was predicting the Azumarill switch here. That's why I wanted to kind of switch things up and go into Donphan, right? Donphan is probably a pretty nice little go-to Pokemon in this situation. Predicting him to want to go for a switch, we could probably go ahead and set up some Stealth Rocks. He does not want to take an Ice Shard, I guarantee you that, unless he happens to have the Yachi Berry, but most Garchomps don't carry Yachi Berries. He does switch into the Clefable. That's all good and dandy, you know. We do need to keep our Donphan healthy. That way we can Rabbit Spin the potential Stealth Rocks that this Clefable can actually set up on us. I'm also expecting maybe this Clefable to be offensive though. How their team is built and everything. Double Dragon. If you had that offensive Pokemon, you know, you're looking pretty good. We're gonna go into Muk. Choice Band of Muk. Muk is here. Basically do some huge damage to something. Stealth Rocks, what I call that. But we do want to get rid of this Clefable. Maybe predicting a switch, because I mean the smart play is to go for Poison Jab, but I do want to go for Gunk Shot. Predicting like a switch or something. And if we land this on a Crobat, hey, you're taking Stealth Rocks, right? And I mean, really and truthfully, Crobat's not known for its defenses. We do get it off. How much damage are we doing? That's good damage. That's really good damage for a resisted attack. And honestly, I'm okay with staying in here in this situation. What's Crobat really want to do to me, you know? Roost. So take away his flying. Yeah, that doesn't do much for him. We're going to hopefully land our next Gunk Shot. I do think that we probably need to try and switch though. I don't know. We're doing damage. We're doing some really good damage. I think he feels more threatened right now that he has to actually go in the offensive. Yeah, a Roost again. So maybe they're hoping for us to miss a Gunk Shot too. That could be a possibility. But really and truthfully, you're gonna play this game with Islanda's Gunk Shot here. This might be enough for a KO, dude. Like, you're running very, very close. At this situation, I'm predicting another Roost. At this point, I'm gonna go back into Donphan. I mean, if he goes offensive, he goes offensive. Hopefully, Donphan can definitely take a Brave Bird. But I don't want to waste all my Gunk Shots on just a Crobat, you know? Yeah, Roost, that's all fine. The biggest thing is I need to make sure we Rapid Spin before we try and take this KO onto this Crobat. Because I don't want those Stealth Rocks up, because we got Combuskin literally sitting at 1 HP right now. So priority is to get rid of the Stealth Rocks. Plus, you know, we don't want no one on our side of the field to be taking all that damage. Crobat does switch. We got Clefable coming back in. Taking some more Stealth Rocks. He's also taking a Rapid Spin from us. And really and truthfully, that... Okay, I was about to say that actually did quite a bit for a Rapid Spin, but we did score a crit. We do have the speed boost now. Is he going to try and set up Stealth Rocks right in front of our face again? We literally have a Donphan on the field, and I'm okay with right now just throwing a Earthquake your way, because we don't fully know what kind of Clefable you are. I'm predicting an offensive one, but you could definitely be a more defensive one, and the only true way to find out is if we hit you with an Earthquake. You know, and see how much damage we do. An Earthquake in this situation looks like it could be a potential 2-hit KO. Maybe. That might be a 3-hit KO, which is fine. We can play the slow game. Yes, Donphan is poisoned, but that's not the end of the world. Because, I mean, with our leftovers kind of negating everything, we're kind of in an okay spot. I'm going to throw another Earthquake out in this situation. He might actually go for Stealth Rocks here. Believe it or not, he might be predicting me to go for that Rapid Spin. I'm going to go for that Earthquake, get him really low, and then we're going to try and get a Rapid Spin KO. That's not quite low enough for a Rapid Spin KO. And he goes for Moonlight. So he's realized the value of that Clefable. He says, I need to make sure I keep setting up those Stealth Rocks. Very, very. I mean, it's very valuable. And then in this situation, since you're denying me the KO on your Clefable because it does have some healing moves, I do need to keep Donphan. I need to at least get that Rapid Spin off. That is priority number one, because he did reset those Stealth Rocks. Now next turn, unless it's this turn, I mean, he should be trying to reset those Stealth Rocks again. He goes for Calm Mind. I do not want to be swept. I do not. We're going to go straight back into Muk. And this time we're not playing around. We're going to go for a Poison Jab. We should be, if he goes back into the Crobat, he goes back into the Crobat, that's fine. Muk should get a pretty decent and pretty nice switch in. Because I don't see him wanting to go for a Moonblast. I see him prioritizing those Stealth Rocks. So we can definitely go into Muk. Throwing a Poison Jab their way, that should definitely do some huge damage. Moonblast. Okay, well, Muk's still a pretty especially defensive Pokemon. Yeah, we do take that really, really well. Like, just Muk's natural special defense is super nice, guys. Check it out if you guys haven't. Let's go for that Poison Jab. I mean, he might be banking on a miss. He actually switches, going probably back into that Crobat. The biggest thing is, oh, he goes into Magnezone, but the biggest thing is, we won. So far, he does not have Stealth Rocks up. So we are, in that aspect, we are winning. We want to keep it that way. We're going to go into Blissey here in this situation. We have to switch Muk out. We're Choice Banded. If we weren't Choice Banded, we might have been able to stay in and go for a Brick Break, because it wouldn't have been a bad situation to keep Muk in there. But you know what? Blissey's still a pretty good go-to Pokemon to come in, take some special attacks, because Blissey's just that Pokemon, you know? We can throw a Flamethrower. Who wants to switch in? You know? I mean, eventually you're going to run out of stuff to want to switch in, because you're taking the Stealth Rock damage. You're taking just chip damage that I'm going to be throwing your way. Potential burn opportunity on some of your Pokemon too. Garchomp would not like to get it burned, dude. This is kind of dangerous for you. And I'm willing to stay in with my Blissey and go for an Ice Beam in this current situation, no matter if I got the burn or not, because I do not want him to set up a Swords Dance in my face. I do not want to see a Swords Dance being set up in my face. I'd much rather go for the Ice Beam, get potential freeze, potential KO even, and we're looking good. This is the first turn that he just realized what kind of Blissey we are, and he's like, oh crap, I gotta get rid of this thing. And Outrage will not KO my Blissey. This Blissey is trained to be max defensive. And we actually took out a Garchomp using a Blissey after taking an Outrage. Just kind of putting that out there. Garchomp went down. And I mean, that's just due to the fact that I was being a little bit stubborn. I did not want to switch Blissey out. Right here, you know, I wonder if we can actually survive something from this Entei even. Sacred Fire? Probably not. We're probably not going to survive it, and that's fine. Blissey done its part. We got rid of Garchomp. Blissey has done its part. We got Kabuskin. We could easily bring Kabuskin back in here, knowing that there's no Stealth Rocks or anything up. Now, first turn, we knew that Ante outsped us, so we have to go for that Protect right now. Now, this might be a prime opportunity for him to go to that Clefable. Let's see. Yeah, he goes into Crobat. Crobat being one of those really speedy Pokemon. I feel like a reversal too probably wouldn't pick up a KO because it's 4 times resisted. But we do have Flamethrower, and that should be pretty decent damage, I would imagine. I'm afraid of like a potential Roost. So that's kind of why I'm thinking about switching out. But let's go for another Protect, see if we can outspeed this Crobat next turn. And we might just go for a Flamethrower, as long as he doesn't go for Roost. He did go for Roost. That's fine. That is perfectly fine by me, because we can go into a different Pokemon. I mean, we don't have to fight with Kabuskin at the moment. Donphan's still valuable. Azumarill might be our best Pokemon to go into. Or Explosion on the Muk. I know that sounds really like, man, Muk's super healthy and all that. But you gotta think who we have in the back. We have an Ambipom with the last resort, y'all. That thing will hit hard. Like, plus, would Crobat be willing to actually stay in on this Muk? Or are we gonna be catching something else? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the Explosion, we're sitting at half HP, that, which is still valuable in a Muk. But Brave Bird, yes, Brave Bird me. He actually knocks me out. No. No. I wanted to see. Ooh, it's Life Orb. I wanted to see that Explosion take out the Crobat, but unfortunately we do not get to see that. I'm going to go out to Azumarill. Azumarill's going to go for an Aqua Jet this time. We're not going to worry about that Belly Drum right off the bat, because this is huge power Aqua Jet. Come on. We got to be able to pull our own weight with this. This should be strong enough. If Clefable comes out to try and take this too, like, we got Stealth Rocks on our side too, like, that's just that damage that they keep having to take from Stealth Rocks and everything. I think we're looking alright. We're looking alright. Crobat's sitting here, and he's thinking, he's starting to figure out, you know, I don't really have many switch-ins. I might have to let my Crobat go down. And I'm shocked you didn't go for Cross Poison there, because the recoil from your Crobat's going to KO yourself. I mean, I guess he just figured that my Aqua Jet should have took him out. And I was kind of thinking the same thing. But, you know, unfortunately that didn't happen. Either way, we're looking alright. We're not looking too bad. You got the Clefable. It takes some Stealth Rock damage, so that's a sign that it's not the Magic Guard. I keep forgetting that Kabuskin's alive. It's not a bad opportunity to actually go out to Ambipom, because Ambipom, if I'm predicting maybe a Calm Mind, even a Moonblast, Ambipom should be able to take one. If he sets up Stealth Rocks this turn too, Ambipom's fine. We're bringing in Ambipom. Stealth Rocks, that's fine. We kept him having to put those Stealth Rocks up because he doesn't want to deal with the Kabuskin. Because maybe his Magnezone he feels like can sweep or something. Potentially, that might be his goal. You know, because he kept valuing those Stealth Rocks quite a bit. We still have Donphan in the back too, by the way. Ante coming out to take some Stealth Rock damage, and he's done. No more Ante we have to worry about. And this is where we took the official Pokemon lead in this battle. Our opponent has 3 as we have 4 still alive. Donphan's still relatively healthy. Blissey is out. And Muk is out. Magnezone comes in expecting a Flash Cannon, and we are losing Pokemon to switch into a Flash Cannon that would actually take it. So actually keeping Ambipom in here, going for some last resorts. may not be the worst case scenario, because I mean, we're just running out of options. Hopefully Ambipom can take at least 2, would be nice, but I'm expecting none. Wow, I was hoping Ambipom could at least take 1, but unfortunately that is not the case, and we lost our Ambipom. We lost our Ambipom, which was a big key player, I might have to add. You know, Ambipom is huge for a victory in this game, and we may not be able to pull this one off either. Flash Cannon coming out as we're trying to go for Rapid Spin. Unfortunately, that means Combustion's done too. All we have is an Azumarill basically, y'all. Unless things just didn't come out as planned with this team. And maybe it's due to me not having an Earthquake on the Muk. Maybe I need to get Earthquake on the Muk. And you know what? That's just part of that team building. You know, you guys sometimes realize, hey, you know, if I had this or that, or if I switch my item. What if I put Choice Scarf on the Muk, and then we had Earthquake as well. We didn't outspeed. Things could happen. Things could change a momentum of the battle, and that's kind of what this video is kind of coming down to, you know, is like, hey, things can happen. We can learn from what we didn't know. And I haven't played with Muk for such a long time. I did enjoy playing with Muk, so I do hope you guys also enjoyed today's video. Anyway guys, this is Wi-Fi Mirren signing out. Peace.